Hello, phrase campers, and welcome to today's lesson. Today I'm going to show you 50 really useful phrases that will help you break the ice in English conversations. Breaking the ice just means starting a conversation with someone new. It can be scary to talk to new people, especially in English, right? But don't worry. These phrases will make it much easier. We'll look at simple ways to start talking with people at work, school, parties, or anywhere you meet new friends. We'll begin with easy phrases and then move to some more intermediate advanced ones as we go. By the end of this video, you'll have lots of natural ways to begin conversations in English, and you won't have to feel nervous or stuck when meeting new people. Beginner level. How's it going? Means a casual way to ask how someone is doing. Example.
How's it going?
Pretty good, thanks. How about you?
Nice to meet you. Meaning a polite expression used when meeting someone for the first time. Example.
This is my colleague, Sarah.
Nice to meet you, Sarah. I'm Michael.
What do you do? Meaning asking about someone's job or profession. Example.
What do you do?
I work as a graphic designer. How about you?
Beautiful day, isn't it? Meaning commenting on the nice weather to start a conversation. Example.
Beautiful day, isn't it?
It sure is. Perfect for a walk in the park.
Where are you from? Meaning asking about someone's place of origin. Example.
Where are you from?
I'm originally from Boston, but I've been living here for 5 years now.
Have you been here before? Meaning asking if someone has previously visited the current location. Example.
Have you been here before?
No, this is my first time at this restaurant. The menu looks great.
What's your name? Meaning asking for someone's name when meeting them. Example.
What's your name?
I'm Jennifer. And you are?
How was your weekend? Meaning asking about someone's recent weekend activities. Example.
How was your weekend?
It was relaxing. I caught up on some reading. How about yours?
Do you live around here? Meaning asking if someone lives in the local area. Example.
Do you live around here?
Yes, I have an apartment just a few blocks away. It's a great neighborhood.
What brings you here? Meaning asking why someone is at a particular event or place. Example.
What brings you here today?
I'm here for the conference. My company sent me to learn about the new technology.
Intermediate level. I couldn't help but notice. Meaning a way to start a conversation by mentioning something you observe. Example.
I couldn't help but notice your camera. Are you a photographer?
Just as a hobby, I love capturing landscapes whenever I travel.
What do you think of this event so far? Meaning asking for someone's opinion about the current gathering. Example.
What do you think of this event so far? It's well organized and the speakers have been really engaging. I'm glad I came.
How do you know John? Meaning asking about the connection between the person and someone you both know. Example.
How do you know Sarah?
We were roommates in college. We've stayed close ever since. How about you?
Have you tried the food here? Meaning asking for a recommendation or starting a conversation about the food. Example.
Have you tried the food here?
Yes, their pasta dishes are amazing. I'd recommend the carbonara.
What keeps you busy these days? Meaning, a more interesting way to ask what someone does with their time. Example.
What keeps you busy these days?
I just started a new project at work, plus I'm taking a Spanish class on weekends.
Did you catch the game last night? Meaning, asking if someone watched a recent sporting event. Example.
Did you catch the game last night?
I did. That last-minute goal was incredible. Were you watching it too?
I've heard great things about. Meaning, mentioning something positive you've heard to start a conversation. Example.
I've heard great things about your company's new product.
Thanks. We've been working on it for months. I'd be happy to tell you more about it.
What's your take on? Meaning, asking for someone's opinion on a topic. Example.
What's your take on the new policy changes?
I think they're heading in the right direction, but there are still some concerns to address.
How long have you been? Meaning, asking about the duration of someone's activity or state. Example.
How long have you been working in marketing?
About 7 years now. I started in social media and gradually moved into brand strategy.
That's an interesting take. Is there a story behind it? Meaning, asking about a personal item to learn more about someone. Example.
That's an interesting watch. Is there a story behind it?
Thanks for noticing. It was a gift from my grandfather when I graduated. It means a lot to me.
What are you up to this weekend? Meaning, asking about someone's plans for the upcoming weekend. Example.
What are you up to this weekend?
I'm heading to the coast for a bit of hiking. The weather should be perfect for it.
Have you heard about? Meaning, introducing a topic of current interest or news. Example.
Have you heard about the new art exhibition downtown?
No, I haven't. Tell me more about it. I love checking out local art.
What do you enjoy doing in your free time? Meaning, asking about someone's hobbies and interests. Example.
What do you enjoy doing in your free time?
I'm really into rock climbing and photography. They're both great ways to unwind after work.
That reminds me of. Meaning, connecting something just said to a related topic or story. Example.
That reminds me of a similar situation I experienced last year.
Really? I'd love to hear about it. What happened?
I'm relatively new to. Meaning, admitting you're a beginner at something to invite advice or conversation. Example.
I'm relatively new to this neighborhood. Any recommendations for good coffee shops?
Absolutely. There's a great place just around the corner called Bean and Brew.
What's the best book you've read lately? Meaning, asking for a book recommendation while learning about their interests. Example.
What's the best book you've read lately?
I just finished The Midnight Library. It really makes you think about life choices. Have you read it?
How did you get into your field? Meaning, asking about someone's career journey. Example.
How did you get into software development?
It's a funny story, actually. I studied literature in college but taught myself coding on the side.
This might sound random, but. Meaning, a way to introduce an unusual question or topic. Example.
This might sound random, but have you ever tried rock climbing?
Actually, yes. I go to the climbing gym downtown every week. Do you climb too?
I've been meaning to ask. Meaning, introducing a question you've been thinking about. Example.
I've been meaning to ask, how did you learn to speak Japanese so fluently?
I lived in Tokyo for 3 years during college. Total immersion is the best teacher.
What's your opinion on? Meaning, asking for someone's thoughts on a specific topic. Example.
What's your opinion on remote work becoming more permanent?
I think it offers great flexibility, but I do miss the social aspects of the office sometimes.
Advanced level. I'm on the fence about. Meaning, expressing indecision about something to invite discussion. Example.
I'm on the fence about changing careers. It's a big decision.
That's understandable. What fields are you considering?
Between you and me. Meaning, introducing something slightly confidential to create connection. Example.
Between you and me, I think the project deadline is too ambitious.
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you mentioned this to the team lead?
What's your claim to fame? Meaning, asking about something interesting or notable about the person. Example.
What's your claim to fame?
Well, I once won a hot dog eating contest in college. 15 hot dogs in 5 minutes.
I'm all ears. Meaning, expressing that you're ready to listen attentively. Example.
I have a complicated situation at work I could use some advice on.
I'm all ears. Tell me what's going on.
Let's cut to the chase. Meaning, suggesting to get directly to the main point. Be careful to use this phrase only if you are close with the other person or very senior in position. Example.
Let's cut to the chase. Are you interested in collaborating on this project?
I appreciate your directness. Yes, I'm definitely interested.
What's your take on the current state of? Meaning, asking for an opinion on a complex or evolving situation. Example.
What's your take on the current state of artificial intelligence in healthcare?
It's promising, but raises important ethical questions we need to address proactively.
Word on the street is? Meaning, introducing information you've heard informally. Example.
Word on the street is that your company is about to launch something revolutionary.
The rumors are true. We're announcing it next month, and it's going to change the industry.
I've been wrestling with this idea that. Meaning, sharing a concept you've been thinking deeply about. Example.
I've been wrestling with this idea that our perception of time changes as we age.
That's fascinating. I've noticed that too. Why do you think that happens?
If you don't mind my asking. Meaning, politely introducing a potentially personal question. Example.
If you don't mind my asking, what inspired you to start your own business?
Not at all. I saw a gap in the market after working in the industry for 10 years.
I'm playing devil's advocate here, but. Meaning, presenting an opposing viewpoint to stimulate discussion. Example.
I'm playing devil's advocate here, but couldn't that policy actually limit innovation?
That's a valid point. I hadn't considered that angle. Let me think about that.
I can't help but wonder. Meaning, expressing curiosity about something in a thoughtful way. Example.
I can't help but wonder how different our lives would be without smartphones.
It's mind-boggling to think about. I barely remember how we managed before.
What's your secret to? Meaning, asking about someone's method for achieving something impressive. Example.
What's your secret to maintaining such a great work-life balance?
Honestly, it's all about setting clear boundaries and sticking to them.
I've gone down a rabbit hole recently with. Meaning, sharing a topic you've become deeply interested in lately. Example.
I've gone down a rabbit hole recently with urban gardening techniques.
That sounds fascinating. Any particular method you've found most effective?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but. Meaning, presenting an idea while inviting correction. Example.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you mention studying abroad in Germany?
Close. It was actually Austria, but I did spend a few weekends in Germany.
I've been chewing on this question. Meaning, sharing a thought-provoking question you've been pondering. Example.
I've been chewing on this question. Does technology connect us or isolate us?
That's profound. I think it does both, depending on how we use it.
This might be a long shot, but. Meaning, introducing an unlikely question or request. Example.
This might be a long shot, but have you ever heard of that obscure 90s band, Lunar Echo?
No way. I was just listening to their album yesterday. They're so underrated.
I'm grappling with. Meaning, expressing that you're struggling with a complex issue. Example.
I'm grappling with whether to take this job offer abroad or stay local.
That's a tough decision. What factors are most important to you?
What's your perspective on. Meaning, asking for someone's unique viewpoint on a complex topic. Example.
What's your perspective on how cities should address climate change?
I believe local solutions are key. Cities can implement innovative policies faster than national governments.
I've been mulling over. Meaning, sharing something you've been considering carefully. Example.
I've been mulling over starting my own podcast about sustainable living.
That sounds like a great idea. What specific topics would you cover?
Call me old-fashioned, but. Meaning, introducing a potentially traditional or conservative view. Example.
Call me old-fashioned, but I still prefer physical books to e-readers.
I understand completely. There's something special about the feel and smell of real pages.